Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern treehouse. I've been getting loads of requests to make a treehouse on the channel, and I've done loads of them before, and I really wanted to make something that was completely different from anything I've ever seen before, and I came up with this. Now, I'm not exactly sure if you guys are going to like this or not, but I think that it's very, very different, and I'd really like to build another bigger version of something like this, or at least in this general style. If you do like stuff like this, guys, please do smash that like button. I'd really, really appreciate it, and I'm just gonna tell you, if you hit that like button, odds are, I'm not going to say it's going to happen 100% definitely. Odds are that the next time that you drop a piece of toast, it will land butter side up. So you won't have to get a brand new piece. I'm just saying that liking this video definitely means that probably the next time you drop a piece of toast, you won't have to re-butter it because it will land butter side up. I hate it when it lands butter side down, and I'm sure that you guys do as well. If you do like the video, guys, please do subscribe to the channel. I'm sure that you guys would love my content. If you subscribe, say hello down there in the comment section. I'd love to greet you to the channel. Try to respond to everybody that says hello, or at least I do my best. And also do click the little bell next to the subscription button, and that will make sure that you get all of my videos sent to your sub box. And just in case you guys are a little bit more curious about this modern treehouse, the way that you enter the treehouse is you come all the way into the actual trunk of the tree, in which we have a nice little breathing room. I mean, we can even store things in the base of the tree if we wanted to, but we just climb this ladder right here, and this takes you into the center of the tree and the larger part of the tree house, which you can store a bed, you can have supplies in here, and we also have access to this little tiny offset of the tree, which is kind of more like a perch or like a watchtower or something along those lines. But yeah, guys, hopefully you like this. I think I should probably show you how to make it now. Okay, so if you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some spruce wood, some quartz stairs, some quartz slabs, some AC wood stairs, some AC wood slabs, some cyan stained glass pane, lime hardened clay, redstone lamps, levers, plus we need dark oak wood slabs, stone bricks, and some bone meal. And we may even need some more things later on. If you want to do things like crazy things like furnish the inside of the tree, then you'll obviously need a lot more stuff. But to make the actual tree house, for the most part, you'll just need these materials here. Now, once you have those, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm going to be making mine inside of this rectangular shape that I have right here. So this tree house, including like the branches and stuff, like the leaves and all of that, will fit into a 14, so a 14 block wide, and a 10 block like going towards the back area of space. So it looks like a little rectangle here. So if you want to lay out the same sort of plan on the floor, like a 10 by 14 area like this, then completely feel free. And if you do that, by the way, so if you do make a big giant rectangular shape on the floor, then you're going to want to come to the bottom front right hand corner of the rectangle. You're going to want to move in and find the 6th block into the left. So that's the first block, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. You then want to count in, and you want to find the 3rd block in, so that's 1, 2, and 3. You then want to place a spruce wood. Place a spruce wood to the left of that. Going upwards and backwards, like to the left diagonally, place a spruce wood. Place one behind it. Place a spruce wood upwards, backwards to the right. Then place one to the right of that. Come back towards yourself and do like a bottom right diagonal with the spruce wood, and then place an additional spruce wood to connect the front of the tree base to the back of the tree base. So this is the base of the trunk of your tree. It's made up by 4 rows of 2 spruce wood. You now want to go up on top of these 2 left 2 spruce woods, and you want to go up on top of them each by 3 with the spruce wood. So that's 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, like that. Easy as that. You then want to build up a row of acacia wood planks on top of the spruce wood, like that. Then take the outer spruce wood, the one at the front, and place an upside down quartz stairs in front of it. Go left of that quartz stairs by 4 with your upside down quartz stairs. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then go backwards from that 4th block by 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then go left or towards the back of the tree go towards the back of it by 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you can connect to the front using an acacia wood plank to connect the upside down quartz stairs back to where you first started, if you so wish. Then you want to build up a quartz block on top of each one of the 4 corners of this quartz platform that we have now. So you just want to add 2 quartz slabs on top of each one of the 4 corners until you form this. Then connect each one of those quartz blocks except the middle row, so the row that's connected with acacia planks. You want to connect each one of those quartz blocks together using your cyan glass. Then do a row of acacia wood slabs that sits directly underneath this platform that we have, and you just want a row of acacia wood slabs that sits half a row below the actual platform, like so. Now, we want to, going right of this front right hand corner quartz block, we want to have a sideways facing, upside down acacia wood stairs. So it wants to be in this position right here. It's kind of difficult to place it without placing some guiding blocks first. You want to have this. Then you want to go up on top of this stair by 2 with your acacia wood planks. So that's 1, 2. You then want a regular facing acacia wood stairs. Then extend the top stair and bottom stair to the right by 5 with your acacia wood slabs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Now, we want to take this shape that we have and we want to extend it towards us by 1 row. So, wherever you place a slab in front of it, and wherever you place a stair and a plank, do the exact same. So you want to extend this exact same shape towards you by 1 row. It's very easy. Once you have that taken care of, ladies and gentlemen, you now want to take the inside of the shape that you've made, and you want to take each one of the upside down stairs and planks and slabs and all of that fun stuff, and you want to extend it coming out of the back of your tree, and you want to extend it coming towards the back of your tree by 5. So let's start with the slabs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you can just work your way towards the back using every single one of the blocks. So once again, where you have slabs, use slabs. Where you have the upside down stairs, use upside down stairs, so on and so forth until you eventually have everything built up. And later on we will have to destroy some of this, but we'll talk about that later on. But you just want to, as I said, take each one of these blocks and extend it coming towards the back each by 5 until you have what essentially looks like a big giant letter C out of acacia, like that. What you now want to do is this. So on the front and the back, where you have the 2 acacia wood planks, you want to, right of these 2 planks, so the inside, and 1 row outwards from the planks, you want to have quartz blocks. So to give you an example of this, we want to have to the right of those blocks, outside, we want to have the 2 quartz blocks. We want to have that on the front, and we want the same thing on the back also. So just place the 2 quartz blocks on the front and the back. Then place a quartz slab above and below each one of the quartz blocks. So above and below, place a quartz slab on top of the quartz block. Extend the quartz slabs outwards until they supersede the acacia wood by 1 row on the front and the back. Then connect them front to back. So you want to have something which should look a lot like this. There you go. Now all we have to do is we just have to place the glass pane going all the way around the base of the quartz slabs that we just placed, that we just extended outwards, and we have what is essentially the 2 rooms of the treehouse. Easy enough. Now let me show you what you have to do to actually build up the shape of the treehouse. So what we now want to do is we want to take out our spruce wood and we want to build up on top of the spruce wood base the trunk of the tree, and we want to build it up until it hits the bottom of the treehouse. So it wants to hit the bottom of the treehouse like this, in this sort of fashion. So you can see it's hit the bottom of the treehouse. You want to destroy the center row of the inside of the treehouse. So you know the big giant part of the treehouse, the big circular C shape. You want to knock a row through here so that we now have access to the outer platform into the big inner part of the treehouse. You can also destroy any blocks that obstruct the base of the treehouse. So you can now actually enter and leave the trunk as you want to. Also, it might be an idea if you add a little bit of like spruce wood on top of the acacia wood. So where you would expect to like the tree to have grown, like straight through the actual build, you may find that you want to add a little bit of spruce wood that kind of comes up and like as if we actually built the house in the tree, like if it follows through and we just kind of like build it up a little bit. So in whichever way you want to do that, whether you want to do it in kind of like a clumsy way or whether you want to actually like have it all planned out, that's completely up to you. But what we then want to do is follow the tree path. So the base of the tree, we want to follow it upwards, and we want to have it pop out of the top of the house, and we want to have it pop out of the top of the house like this. So if you could imagine that you've built the base of the tree and it's going all the way up straight through the house, we want to go up on top of the spruce wood that comes out the top of the house, and we want to have it come out the top of the house by 3 rows. So that's already 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. So we just want to have a shape which should look exactly like this. Then cover up the empty space at the top of this with spruce wood. So we want to have something which should look like that. Then we can just shape this a little bit. So wherever you want to, kind of like delete a couple of spruce woods just to kind of make it look as though it's actually like not man-made, just make it look natural, so it's kind of got that sort of like randomized nature about it. Something like that should do, just kind of like mess it up a little bit. What we also have to do is something very similar to the base. So at the base of the tree, we've got to figure out which 2 blocks we're deleting to get into the trunk of the tree. These 2 blocks are the ones that I'm deleting, the 2 on the right. Then we can run a ladder that comes all the way up inside here, and then we will be able to walk around inside our treehouse. And like I said, like inside of here, you may find that you want to kind of have like you might want to find that you want to keep some structure of the tree just so that it's kind of like, I don't know, so just so that it's kind of like the tree's kind of like a part of the house, or you may find that you don't want that at all. You may find that that is exactly the opposite of what you want, and you might just not want to have that whatsoever. So it's kind of up to you how you have your tree house. You can have it in any way, shape, or form that you want, of course, but you might find that you want something that kind of looks like that. So you've built a little bit of the tree into the tree house, and I don't know, something like that would work. We also have to have a way in which we can actually access the opposite side of the treehouse from this side of the treehouse. So whether that's like knocking through here towards the opposite side and actually being able to like climb up our ladder, like which we'll have to place. So whether we want to place a ladder in here that comes all the way up, so if we place one here, and if we have this follow up, so whether we want to be able to access the left hand part of the tree just like this, then that's kind of cool. Or you can have it in a different way, and maybe I even want to shorten this a little bit just so that we can maybe like have a more of a gradual step up. Maybe I want to get rid of these spruce woods actually, so that they're not in the way at all. That might actually be what the problem is here. And maybe I even want to replace these with acacia wood slabs. Maybe I feel as though that looks a little bit better. And maybe here as well. Maybe I do want a cleaner interior to the treehouse. I can also add stairs here coming to the inside the right hand side, and I could add, like I said, like there's nothing stopping me adding some more spruce wood just to kind of like, I don't know, just to kind of like keep that whole tree effect alive. But I mean, again, it's really completely up to you. You don't have to have it whatsoever. And if we just have like an acacia wood here, and then we can easily climb up and down. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And then if you just build some acacia wood slabs around this, then that's kind of cool. Then that's fine. Maybe not there specifically, actually. Maybe like here and here. Yeah, I like that. That doesn't look too bad at all. Except for now, we can't step up there, can we? So maybe like that. There we go. That's a bit better. But yeah, that's how you kind of like want to connect things together up top. It's a lot of like messing about and meddling. Now down at the trunk of the tree, we want to basically, coming out of each one of the sides of the tree, we want to randomize some roots. And we want the roots of the tree to kind of look like this. So they want to come out the sides. They want to come out the front a little bit. So you just kind of want to place some spruce wood that looks like a trunk of a tree. Now I'm keeping it inside of this rectangular space that I said that I would earlier, but you can like build it up as crazy as you like in any sort of way that you like. So you can see that actually looks pretty good. That doesn't look too bad whatsoever now, does it? Now, once that's done, we do have to create a couple of branches for the treehouse. So, a couple of branches for the treehouse. We want one hanging over the left-hand side here, so we can just use some spruce wood and create a branch coming to the left. And we also want a branch that overhangs the top right-hand side of the tree as well. So, once again, we can create like a branch that like overhangs the right hand side. It doesn't have to be a big branch at all. And you might even find that you want like a small branch like here down at the bottom. So maybe like something like this. So hanging out underneath the bottom of the big part of the tree. Something to bear in mind here is that we also want to place some quartz supports underneath each one of these platforms. So the left-hand platform, the small one, we just want to take the middle acacia plank block and we want to place a quartz slab underneath it. And then we want to place one quartz slab coming down. And oh, it wants to come to the very edge of this. Oh no, it doesn't. Hang on. Why isn't this working? Oh, that'll be why. Okay, so you want to knock out the very center AC plank block, and we want to place a quartz slab underneath it, and then one quartz slab underneath that, and then connect it to the tree diagonally. Now, you might want to delete any spruce wood planks that get in the way of that, and then you can feel free to kind of like build up the platform using your acacia slabs to like hide any imperfections that you may have created using the quartz. And in a similar way on the right here, you might want to take like say the two outer rows of acacia, and you might want to take the two corners of acacia, you might want to move in diagonally towards the center, place a quartz slab block, and then kind of have like the quartz slabs taper towards the center of the tree. So, and these are just supports, basically just that's it. They're just supports, that's all you want to do, and they want to connect to the tree, and you might want to make sure that they actually have something to connect to. So whether that's building up the base of the tree or whatever it is that you have to do to actually make sure that it connects together in like a nice, logical and good looking way, then that's exactly what you want to do. So you can see that we're actually building up this tree house quite nicely. Now all we have to do is we just have to create some of the artificial leaves using lime hardened clay. So like this branch down here, I'm just going to place some lime hardened clay around this branch, kind of like this. Exactly how you would expect like a normal tree branch to look. I'm just placing some lime hardened clay around it, and that's like a pretty normal looking tree branch. Maybe we don't want it to touch the bottom of the tree. Maybe it wants to look a little bit more natural like that. That doesn't look too bad if I do say so myself. I'll knock out that top spruce. The same thing wants to happen with these two upper branches. So we basically, just on a much bigger scale now, want to create more big fake looking tree parts. So however you want to do this, it's kind of up to you, but like creating something, it's kind of difficult to explain, but the way that I would explain this is kind of like creating ovals is the shape that you're sort of looking for using your lime hardened clay, except of course that it's not perfectly an oval. Like, it wants to be like a man-made Minecraft oval, so it's sort of that sort of shape, but it's a little bit broken up. So kind of like that. It really is quite difficult to explain, and if you find that you want to jut it out more, if it wants to be longer, then you do that. Just make sure that it's a shape that pleases you. So maybe something like that looks quite nice. I quite like that. That doesn't look too bad. And we want a similar thing here on the right also. So we're also doing the exact same thing here, just on the right, and we just want to have something which looks like this. So this is just going to jut out all the way to the right here, and yeah, what else can I say? So it's a similar sort of deal, except it's just a little bit bigger. This one, I think I want it to overhang the right hand side of the tree a little bit. Now this won't fit inside the boundaries that I kind of like set for myself down below, but it doesn't matter too much. I mean, this is part of the tutorial that you guys are going to have to kind of like do for yourself. Like, I can show you the theory behind all of this, but it really is up to you for the most part to just kind of like do this for yourself. But if you can see how I'm doing it, hopefully you can like get the gist of how it should be done. And that actually looks pretty good. Like, I prefer my original tree house in terms of the leaves, but I spent a lot longer on that. Some other things that you may want to do are add some redstone lamps around your trees. So maybe like above the entrance perhaps, maybe like here on the left perhaps. Maybe if you want to add one on the back as well, just to kind of like light the tree, make it look a little bit more modern. The way that I'm lighting these lamps is primarily with levers, whatever. And I'm going to place dark oak wood slabs on top of them. The ones on the front I can actually access, and I can place levers on the inside like this, so that we don't have any wires, as I like to say. So this actually has no wires, and then we can light this one up from this side as well. And we can use a dark oak wood slab, and yeah, it's as easy as that. Something else that I'd also suggest is I would make the base of the tree, and once again, like, this is kind of like territory in which we're kind of going out of the boundaries here, but it's completely up to you whether you want to do this bit and where you have the room for it. But like, I'd place some redstone lamps in the grounds around the tree. So like, I'd figure out a couple of places that I wanted to have lamps. I'd place maybe, say, like 5 or 6 lamps. Kind of like around the base of the tree like this. Not necessarily symmetrical, but, you know, something like pleasing to the eye to look at in a pattern that you'd kind of like. I mean, you can tell when you see something you like. You can when you see it, you're like, ha, I like that. That's pretty good. So kind of like in a semi-predictable pattern, but still sort of random looking. And then if you just pepper the area with bone meal, and we obviously have some green clay here that it's not going to grow on, so we will look a little bit weird, to be honest with you. It will look a little bit strange, but still, we can pepper the area with bone meal. And then in the original version of this, I just had like stone bricks kind of like leading to the inside of the actual treehouse itself, so kind of like leading you inward. We just have a little bit of stone brickage, and there you go. I mean, that's your treehouse complete. It's a nice, easy to make treehouse. There is a little bit of this treehouse that you've kind of like got to figure out for yourself. We've got to just knock this out, and we've just got to replace this with the Acacia with the acacia wood, and then we can add an additional ladder, and there we go. And there we go. This works now. We can actually access the top of it. I don't know. It's got a lot of charm to the treehouse. It's quite functional. It looks great. It doesn't take up a lot of ground space at all, which is really important to me. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. This is something a little bit different that I hope that you will enjoy. If you did enjoy this video, please do smack that like button. I'd really, really appreciate it. And I guarantee that toast will always fall buttery side up. If you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Say hello if you do subscribe. Click the little bell if you do hit that subscription button as well. That'll mean that you actually get all of my content sent directly to your inbox. Very, very important. Also, do comment down below and let me know what you want to see next. It really is quite important that I do get requests, because otherwise I'll just start making really weird things all by myself, and you guys probably don't want to see that sort of stuff. If you do want to check out any more of the channel, if you do subscribe, a great place to do that is to go to the card system and the description below, and you will find loads and loads of playlists that will show you how to make all sorts of stuff, whether it be crazy stuff or practical cool stuff. So if you went into, for instance, my park builds playlist, it'd show you how to make absolutely everything that you can see on the ground in front of you. That goes for this basketball court, the skate park, it goes for the duck pond, it goes for the soccer pitch, mini golf, the little tree house that we just made, the hobbit hole, the ultimate survival house. Ultimate Survival House number 2, Eco House, so on and so forth. Absolutely everything here has a tutorial. And it's the same story for the city. We have a supermarket, train station, barbershop, music shop, petrol station, town houses. We have all sorts of stuff in the city. And we even have, that's part of the city as well, we have some more fast food restaurants, coffee shop, pet shop, that sort of stuff. But if we were to actually head over to the kind of like suburbs, in which we have some crazy houses, but we do have like some suburban mansions over there and some modern mansions, and we have yet another modern mansion over there, and like this is kind of like a more British style house. This one's actually modelled after mine, the one that I'm kind of like living in right now. This is like a Christmas house, and some more modern, and there we have yet another modern house and some more suburban. Just check out the playlist, basically, guys. You'll find all of those stuff in like the modern house playlist, suburban house playlist. I have wooden house playlist. Everything that you could imagine, you can find it in the playlist section on my channel, the card system, and the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Check out the channel, subscribe, like the video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.